Hi everyone, my name is Dave Prine and I'm here to talk to you about something very important to me. Can you see that okay? You see, I have a confession to make. I'm a language addict! You see, in college I studied German to impress a woman. It didn't work. What's wrong with me? But I discovered that if you knew 10 words in someone else's language, you can get them to smile. If you knew 20 words, you could get them to smile twice. Recently, I've become interested in working with endangered languages. Languages that are at risk of disappearing for various reasons. You see, there are 7,000 languages spoken around the world today. It's estimated that half of them will be gone by the end of this century. So I want to do something to help keep these languages alive. But what can I do? I'm not a linguist. I'm just some guy who likes to learn languages for fun. Oh, I got it! I'm gonna study me some endangered languages. So here's what I'm going to do. Starting January 1st, 2014, I'm going to pick a new endangered language to study every month. I'll spend at least 12 months studying words and phrases in each language. How many words and phrases do I plan to learn? A lot! That's right, a lot. That stands for at least 1,000. You see, anyone can learn 1,000 words in a language. Spread over the course of a year, that comes out to less than 3 words a day. That's less than the price of a cup of coffee. And 1,000 words in any language is more than enough needed to have a wide range of conversations, to ask questions, to talk about oneself, and to get by on a daily basis. That's why I'm starting Project ALOT. I want to encourage anyone who's interested in a language to learn at least 1,000 words in that language over the course of a year. Even an unendangered language. Unendangered? Is that a word? So for the next 24 months, I'm going to pick a new endangered language each month to study for a 12-month period. And as I'm studying these languages, I'll talk about what words I'm learning, what resources I'm using, and what problems I'm encountering along the way. And I'll discuss the cultures behind the languages whenever I get a chance. So what happens at the end of each 12-month study session? Will I be fluent in any of these languages? Probably not. Will I speak them perfectly without the hint of an American accent? Very doubtful. But at least I'll be able to communicate a wide range of ideas in those languages. So here are my goals for Project ALOT. To learn me some languages. Let's face it, I was probably going to study these languages anyway. Now I have you to hold me accountable. I also want to raise awareness about the status of endangered languages. How many endangered languages have you heard of? Have you heard of Tuvan, Cree, Arapaho, Manx? Now you have. I'm here to give some of the world's endangered languages some free press. Not only will I be providing information on these languages, but also information on groups and organizations that are working to help save these languages. I'm also hoping to get involved with groups and organizations that are working to save these languages. I'd like to get involved with creating resources or learning materials, and I'd like to get into raising awareness. Kind of like what I'm doing now, only better. I also want to raise the number of speakers for these languages. Silly? Sure, but even if I can raise the number of semi-speakers by 1, it's a start. I also want to encourage language learning. I want to show you that learning a language is doable, and that building a useful and usable vocabulary is easier than you think. So I'll be posting tips, thoughts, and ideas on how to learn other languages as well. If I can learn 1,000 words in an endangered language, I'm pretty sure you can learn 1,000 words in Spanish, or French, or Russian, or even Japanese. And finally, once I'm done studying these languages, I'm hoping to create my own set of resources that will not only raise awareness, but also help people learn how to speak these languages. While there are resources for many endangered languages, I'd like to create my own series of phrase books or simple learning methods that will provide some basics on how to learn these languages. This may or may not tie in with working with other organizations and groups. We shall see. But that part will come much later. So check back January 1st, 2014, which is rapidly approaching, to see which language will be first on my list. So thanks so much for watching, and please spread the word. And feel free to read our blog, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, leave a comment on YouTube, or send us an email. Happy New Year!